10.
Welcome back to AM Northwest. Earlier this week, the legendary actor and comedian Richard Lewis passed away at 76 years old. Richard visited our studios back in 2014. He was fun, sweet, and truly concerned about the health of Dave Anderson. Here are just few of the moments from his hilarious chat with Dave.
When you look up the subject matter of our first guest, you find words like self-deprecation, neuroticism, psychotherapy, hypochondria, paranoia, depression, human sexuality, Jewish culture, and family. Please welcome to AM Northwest, comedian and author Richard Lewis. There we go. I really only want to do that because I practiced so much this morning. Welcome to Portland.
Well, it's a pleasure. I haven't been here in a decade. I had a book out about 10 years ago. I went to, Powell's.
Yeah.
1,000 people, I swear to God, they could tell you. And my publisher said, I was telling you off camera, 4 books to sign.
4 books. Good. That's
this
optimism.
is my first time ever performing in Portland. I don't know how that. I'm wearing this because I was with Bob Dylan's, some of his bandmates yesterday.
Yeah.
I just put these on. And, I was with Dylan once alone. I know him, but not, it's hard to understand. So I was with him for 40 minutes, and I went, Bob, how are you? He went, hey, well, I went, what am I going to say to this guy for 40 minutes? So I just made up stuff like, I like pastrami if it's lean. I like pastrami.
To say that you're neurotic would be
an understatement.
Indeed. And you have been this way all your life.
True.
Yeah.
For a real reason. I have had, people say, gee, you had a good career and this and that, and you're still doing it. I just did a movie with Jennifer Aniston. I have another book coming out, and this and that, and a book set, box set. And this is my passion since I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it for, but, I didn't have the happiest family. My dad passed away when I was very young. My brother and sister were like 20 years older than me. I was like 3, they were 49. My mother was 111. I thought she was Moses' wife. I ran the family when I was 6. They were gone. I'm running the contract. I'm 5. I was cesarean. I came out of her armpit. I was lost in Brooklyn for weeks. They had to find me. It wasn't a great upbringing.
Now tell us about this picture here. This is you and Larry David.
He came to see me play a Playboy Club in L.A., and I look a little more comfortable than he does. As I recall, I had a pretty nice night after that. I went to camp with him when I was 12, and we were rivals.
Yeah.
Never saw him again.
Is that right?
And then we became best friends, inseparable, 12 years later when we were comics. And one day, I'm a recovered addict, and he wasn't a drinker or a druggie. And I looked at him like this, and I went, there's something I hate about you. And he got all scared, and we retraced our childhood, and lo and behold, we were the same teenagers that despised one another, and we had forgotten that 12 years later. It was just a 1,000,000,000 to 1 shot.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
It is amazing.
We really bond.
What's it like as a comic, and you have sustained years now in the business.
These are great.
What was it like to you to know these guys? Look at that.
Listen, I spoke.
This was the benefit for Mort Sahl,
Mort
wasn't it?
Sahl, yeah.
Yeah.
More of a thank you to Mort Sahl. A lot of comedians there. But listen, being at my age, in my 60s, when I started, these guys were in their late 40s, early 50s, and I was lucky enough for them to be behind me. And it was really wild to be seeing Sid Caesar say, hey, keep it up, when you remember you were 8 years old, lying in bed with your family, watching him on television, and then to become friends with them. And then likewise, and things went, I paid my dues, believe me, but when things started to go well, I started to be friends like with the 30 and 40-somethings who were watching me on Late Night with Letterman when they were like 18 and 19. It's like the kids now, who are in their late 20s were like 14 when Curb started. So, they catch up on the DVDs. So my demographics are, from 5 to 111. I was always told, once you do your Tonight Show, and you do that 5 minutes, back then, 10 million people will see you, so you better be ready.
I know exactly what you're saying, and it's why your career has sustained so long.
I think so, because I really love what I do.